welcome to the first monthly market update for 2022.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So we are Facebook Live right now. We usually do every Monday around 12:45. We do a Monday market update to talk about what is going on in the front line of real estate this past weekend, basically. And so come check us out any Monday on Facebook. That'd be awesome if you want to keep really current. And then for those of you who don't know, we record a monthly market update that we email out to our folks who do want to get that monthly market update. So we're combining them today, and we sometimes do that. So without further ado, I will go ahead and let Jen
jump right on into it. Well, as we talk about every week, every month, all the time, actually, especially when we're working with our buyers, we're always keeping an eye on our interest rates. We definitely have a very close eye on the interest rates, especially from this past week. They actually jumped up almost 0.25%. That unfortunately means that for potentially some buyers, this past week was a hard hit. And while we always look to be super optimistic and everything's going to try to be hopefully roses and whatnot, we have heard from other people inside the industry that there is a potential for this rise to continue. So with that being said, as we say every time, if you haven't spoken to a lender about some of your options, right now would be an excellent time. It is literally no time like the present.
Absolutely. So that takes us to our market statistics. So you probably know, if you don't, we'll remind you that we get our closed market statistics halfway through the following month. So these are the statistics for December of 2021. It is old news, frankly. At this point, we are already into January and things are already shifting. And so we'll share with you the week over week stats in a couple of slides here. But want to let you know that when we do these market updates, we are often making predictions and telling you what we expect in the market. And it is based upon our experience in the market. And it's also based upon the statistics and the trends that we see month over month, year over year. And so this data basically just supports what we expected. So you can see that we weren't just making stuff up, and we did hit the mark. And the market behaved how we expected. Activity was down, listings were down, under contracts were down, closed sales were down. Basically, end of the year is the best time to be a buyer because there's just less activity out there, less competition out there, and even price went down a little tiny bit, right? A little drop, 1.2% in the median sold price. Although year over year, you can see our prices go up. So year over year, we're up almost 7%. And so that's what happened in December. And again, markets shifted already, but Jen, tell us what we're expecting.
Yeah, I mean, as Kristen just mentioned, we haven't had a lot of listings on the market. We do see that the average days on market here is 24. However, if you look down at the bottom, it says year to date 16. And we are expecting that number to drastically drop. At least I am. I know that I went out on a few appointments this past weekend, and on the market less than 24 hours, they had offer deadlines within the next 24 to 48 hours. It was pretty crazy. And also just an important to note, the last little box we look at every time is basically translates into what is the seller asking for and what are they getting. This is probably gonna be the last time for quite some time that we're gonna see this under 100. As you can tell at the bottom of the year to date, it has been essentially over 100 all year.
Yeah. So this is our week over week slide. So this is what has happened the first couple of weeks in 2022. And so what we expected kind of panned out here. So the last week of the year, there wasn't a whole lot of activity, but what's interesting here is that almost the same number of homes, just shy of 2, went under contract that went on the market. So while demand had decreased from the week before, which isn't shown here, again, what the supply demand gap, which shows us the difference between homes coming on the market and how many homes going on the contract, is very small here. There's not much of a gap at all. And then the next week was the big snowstorm that we had. So it makes sense here that a few homes, less homes went under contract than went on the market that week. And we had a bit of a gap because probably due to safety.
They were snowed in.
a lot of people were snowed in. But then this past week, we went right back to very little gap between supply and demand. So again, almost the same number of homes that went on the market, 353 homes went on the market and 347 went under contract. So there's just not enough homes out there for the amount of demand that we have.
I mean, and take it from me. I am the buyer's agent for the Homes by Mason team. I am working with buyers day in, day out. You can ask Kristen, my husband, my family. I'm always looking at a home, right? And there are more times than not where something either comes soon, goes active, and we have got to roll like right then and there. You know, that's the reason why be biased, working with us and making sure that you're getting first, you know, dibs to the coming soon market, off market properties, different avenues of weighing, you know, of getting more homes, you know, in front of your clients. So
yeah,
so
this slide shows us the last 7 days, so it's pretty similar to what I just showed you, but it's the most current, most up-to-date information that we have. And what this shows that actually didn't show on the last slide is the coming soons here. So we are seeing more homes coming on the market. We are seeing more coming soons showing. And by the way, if you're a buyer out there looking at the consumer sites, most of the coming soons do not show on the consumer sites. They do show on our MLS. So if you are getting a search through us, through the MLS, you will see those homes that are coming soon. So that's another advantage to making sure that you're getting a search through a realtor, is to see all of these that are coming soon. And so, for example, a buyer client that I am working with saw one on their search that's coming soon. It's coming on the market this Thursday. We literally scheduled the very first available appointment. We are planning to go Thursday morning at 9 a.m. to go see that property. And we even have a home inspector penciled in to go back on Friday, because that is what is going on in our market. That same buyer, we looked at a home last week that was basically a gut job, fixer upper. And we looked at it the first day on the market. And by the end of that day, they had 4 offers in hand already. So that's the market that we are in right now. That is what we are experiencing. Anytime you all have questions about what is going on in the market, Jen, tell them what to do.
You can call us at 571-210-1866. Email us at wedomore@homesbymason.com. You can always visit us on our website at homesbymason.com. And please feel free to join us every Monday. We say 12:30. It's usually 12:45, 1-ish, until we get on here. But just keep your notifications, hit like, share our page with everybody. And yeah, until next time, we'll see you soon.